This is investigation 14, saturating a solution, and it looks at what does it mean when a solution is saturated. You will need student sheet number 14, and you need to look over the lab information on the front, and on the back you will see a table that you will fill out as you watch me do the lab. First thing you're going to do is we have the sodium chloride, which is regular table salt, and that is right here, and we are going to mask the container before we use it a bit. So let's take a look. Okay, the mass for the sodium chloride is 38.3 grams. 38.3 grams for the before on the sodium chloride. Now we'll mask the sodium nitrate. The mass for the sodium nitrate is 34.2 grams. 34.2 grams. Now what you're going to do is take a couple test tubes. Let's push this out of the way. A couple test tubes that are filled to the exact same level with water. These are halfway filled. And we are going to put in scoops of sodium chloride first until we reach saturation. The way we know that it's saturated is we won't be able to get any more to dissolve. That's dissolved, so I need to add some more. At this point, the sodium chloride seems to be totally saturated because I'm getting some at the bottom that I can't get to dissolve. We'll let it sit for a little while we go after the sodium nitrate and see if we can get it saturated. that's dissolved. I think we've finally reached saturation point on the sodium nitrate. The sodium chloride took maybe 4 skips. This took probably 9 or 10. And you can see the pieces are still floating around in it. As you observe sodium nitrate, you'll see that it's actually kind of little balls, little snowballs. So even though I know that it took more scoops, I'm not sure that it actually took more of it because of the different shape. Therefore, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mass the containers again and see how much I used. By taking the mass before and taking the mass after and subtracting, I should be able to use should be able to see how much sodium chloride was used and how much sodium nitrate was used. So let's do that. First we'll do the sodium chloride. Now I know last time it was 38.3, so I think I can safely go up into 30s. So it is 35. 35 grams mass. Now let's see what the sodium nitrate is. And that was 34.2 last time, so I'm going to try it at the 30. Oh, that's too much. We're going to have to go down into the 20s. Okay, there we are. So we have 28.9 grams. 28.9 grams of sodium nitrate. Go ahead and fill that into your table. Write down your observations about the shapes of things, and do write down what the differences were so that you can see how much was used. With that, you should be able to fill out the rest of the worksheet. Please make sure to answer the questions, the last question, thinking about molecules.